Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Goku is dead. The arrival of the Saiyan warrior Raditz took the life of our hero. Now 2 other Saiyans are on their way to Earth. Thankfully, Kami and King Yemma allowed Goku to keep his body, allowing him to run along Snake Way toward King Kai's planet. Though the travel there is mostly uninterrupted, Goku finds himself at the edge of the path, almost falling by not paying attention. However, 2 mysterious figures watch him from the shadows. Who could these 2 be? 2 hearts combine now. Fusion Undead. What if Goku learned the fusion dance early?
Goku was barely holding on to the scale on the back of the giant snake. If he fell, who knew what kind of demons would meet him in hell? He had to admit that the prospect excited him, but there were much bigger matters to attend to. He tried to pull himself up, but it felt as if hands were pulling him down. From the corner of his eye, the Saiyan saw a pair of beings. As soon as he locked eyes, the 2 rushed from either side, pushing Goku up and onto the back of the snake. Goku hurt his back on the way, but was thankful to the strangers. As he tried to stand up, he felt someone's foot on his back, which then kicked him up to the sky. Goku stopped himself mid-air, landing with a backflip. He finally got to see the 2. It was a pair of strange vest-wearing alien martial artists. Goku was put on the defensive as they went in for an attack. Goku defended himself well, avoiding ki blasts left and right. However, the 2 aliens were very much in sync. Goku was finally able to get the upper hand by firing a giant Kamehameha, and the 2 blocked the attack. They smirked at Goku after the smoke cleared.
I see. You really are a worthy challenger. Huh? Just who are you guys? I am Delm, and this is my brother Grem. We were once great warriors. Now in death, my brother and I have awaited a powerful warrior to teach. To ensure a great opponent for us during the Grand Kai tournament, we have a technique for you. A technique?
That's right. Your species' lungs wouldn't be able to create the sounds of its proper name, so you can simply call it the fusion dance.
A dance? I don't know. Chi-Chi said I was pretty bad at that. Fret not, young one. It is no mere dance. Listen.
Grem explained more of the technique, but Goku wasn't sure if he had time for this. But then again, he knew that this was a rare occasion. It sounded interesting, and the Metamorians assured him that it would help him reach King Kai. Goku began training on this technique. The Metamorians were surprised at how easily Goku adapted and learned. In fact, it took Goku very little to learn the dance. They just needed to touch up some kinks. But in the end, they got it. A bright flash of light engulfed Snake Way for a few miles, and out of it came out a new warrior. It resembled Goku, but with Metamorian clothing and skin tone.
So, this is the power of fusion, just like I remembered. I guess my name is Goem. And sorry, brother, time to head to King Kai's.
Your fusion will probably run out some ways in before you make it, but your newfound speed will at least advance you greatly. We shall meet again, Goku, and see you soon, brother.
The fusion bent his knees and pushed himself forward so powerfully that it left an indent on the road. By the time the 30 minutes were up, Goku had already reached King Kai's planet. He invited the Metamorian to go in with him, but the alien refused. He told Goku that they would meet again someday, and that the tournament awaited them in the future. But he was excited for Goku, telling him that they would be rooting for him. The speed boost that the fusion gave him was such that he made it to King Kai's planet much faster than in the original story. The training with King Kai went on as normal, with Goku maybe having a little easier time learning the techniques. Therefore, Goku managed to finish training a little earlier than he otherwise would have. Thus, even King Kai not realizing the time was little issue, as Goku was able to get onto the battlefield in time. Because meanwhile, on Earth, the team awaited the arrival of the Saiyans. They weren't ready for the immense power that they carried, but first, it was time for the Cybermen to take care of the trash. Although Yamcha did well against the first Cyberman, he wasn't expecting it to make one last move in the form of self-destruction. Yamcha turned around to meet his eyes, as the Cyberman got ready to dig its claws into the warrior. However, right before it reached him, an orange gi appeared before Yamcha, and the Cyberman was pushed right back onto his brothers, exploding along with them. Yamcha took a step back, and he realized he had been saved by Goku. The Saiyan arrived just in time, but the explosion did damage him some. his wristbands falling apart. The Saiyans were surprised, of course, but Goku ignored them to talk to his friends and his son. He was happy to see how strong everyone had gotten. He was sure they could defeat them all together.
We're gonna beat them, guys. Don't worry. I've even got a special technique just in case. No way they can beat that. I just need one of you for it.
This piqued Vegeta's interest. He wanted to see this technique.
Let's see it then, Kakarot.
I don't think I'm gonna need it.
In that case, Nappa!
Right. Get over here, runt!
Nappa rushed towards Gohan, ready to grab him and throw him up to a mountain. Goku was fast enough to stop him, but what he wasn't expecting was Vegeta rushing in to punch Goku in the stomach.
You can't make a claim like that and not expect to pique my interest, Kakarot. Show me that damn technique. Every second you don't, your friends inch toward their death.
Goku's head was spinning as he saw his friends being hurt. He tried again to stop Nappa, but Vegeta did nothing but get in his way. Even with the Kaioken, Vegeta was too much for Goku to handle in this way. Yamcha, who was standing behind Goku, was really the only choice he had. While Piccolo would have given them a more substantial power boost, he would never agree to do it, at least not at this point. Goku was closest to Yamcha, not only physically, but they had been friends longer than anyone else there. He was the best choice. Goku took him aside. Thankfully, Krillin, Piccolo, Tien, Chaozu, and Gohan were finally able to stand a chance against Nappa, so the fight was a little more fair. But Goku needed to hurry if he wanted to get through Vegeta and stop Nappa. As fast as he could, he explained the fusion dance. Yamcha was quick to learn the moves, but could he be in sync with Goku? The answer came when the two tried to fuse, and instead of creating a powerful being, they created a short, fat one. His scars covered all over his face and chest, and he seemed to be way too proud. He was cocky and sure of himself, and he rushed towards Vegeta head-on. Although he should have died from one punch, he simply bounced off and into Nappa, creating a pinball effect. Vegeta was insulted and ordered Nappa to kill them all. But the fusion was really annoying, and by the 15-minute mark, Vegeta got tired of games. The Saiyan Prince threw up an artificial moon, making himself and Nappa transform into Ozarus. Now they were truly doomed. But while the failed fusion was weak, it was also barely hurt, and it bounced around. Piccolo protected Gohan along with the other warriors, but Tien and Chaozu fell during the altercation, crushed by Nappa. Finally, 30 minutes passed. Just as Nappa was going to blast the fusion, it popped out of existence and split itself into two individuals. The blast went right between them.
That was your great technique, Goku? No, you must have gotten your finger placement wrong.
Shut up, you two. Try again before Nappa kills us!
Piccolo said as Nappa punched him. Without wasting any more time, Yamcha and Goku got into the fusion position one more time. A blinding flash of light stopped everyone's movement, and a brand new warrior was born.
Oh yeah, now we can take you Saiyans down a notch.
What? This kind of power shouldn't be possible. Kakarot was impressive, but that Earthling was nothing.
Fusion is something interesting. Not sure how it works, but it's not a simple addition. Get ready!
Hey kids, don't go away. We'll be right back. And now back to our show.
The fusion rushed at Nappa, who was about to crush Krillin. Vegeta tried to get in the way, but Yamcha disappeared from view. When Vegeta looked back, Yamcha was already spinning Nappa around by the tail so fast that it detached from him, sending the Saiyan flying off as he returned to his normal state. Nappa was knocked out as soon as he hit the ground. Vegeta had to give it his all, so he blasted at the fusion with a one giant Gallic gun. This actually did hurt Yamcha, crashing against the rock formation. The fight continued for a bit, as the fusion was really enjoying himself. It even got to the point where he had to use the Kaioken, though he didn't have to multiply it by high numbers. Ozaru Vegeta was incredibly powerful, nothing like they've ever faced before, and the fusion did well to match him, but he knew it was almost time to end it. He wiped some blood off his lip and smirked. Yamcha moved his arms swiftly in front of him, running towards the Ozaru's face.
Wolf Fang, rock!
The fusion smashed his fist against the Ozaru's face, making him crash against the ground.
Scissor!
He then landed on the Ozaru's side, kicking him up as the fusion opened his legs while spinning, effectively making a double helix as he kicked the monster up to the sky. Yamcha landed back down, but instantly pushed himself up to follow the flying Ozaru.
Paper!
As he said the final word, the silhouette of a wolf shone by, and a howl echoed. He put his hands in a similar way to a Kamehameha, but simply pressed it against Vegeta's back. As soon as it made contact, it exploded, burning his tail off and having the prince fall back down to earth, defenseless. The fusion landed gracefully, with Krillin and Gohan cheering loudly. But Vegeta wasn't done just yet. He grabbed his arm in pain, walking towards Nappa and shaking him awake. Nappa jumped to his feet, angry. Both of them were. Vegeta didn't think it was possible, but he had actually been hurt by a low-class Saiyan and a human. But if they were to team up, maybe. Nappa and Vegeta both rushed towards the fusion. Yamcha was able to catch most of their fists, but the Saiyans wouldn't let up. A few punches landed, but he knew he still had an upper hand. Yamcha slid his leg under the Saiyans, tripping them both over. He raised his hand up, charging a ki ball, threatening them.
Last chance. Leave. Someday I want to fight you. See how strong you are one-on-one. But I can't let you destroy my world.
Although Vegeta didn't want to give up, he was tired, hurt, and defeated. He simply clicked the button on the remote to call down his ship and Nappa's. Nappa crawled his way onto the pod, and so did Vegeta. But Piccolo blasted at the Saiyans, trying to kill them. The fusion slapped the blast away.
I want to fight him again, Piccolo. I'm sure you see the value in that.
You scum! You haven't seen the last of the Saiyans. I'll get my immortality, defeat Frieza, and you'll regret this day!
The pods blasted off, and a few minutes later, the fusion undid itself. Gohan and Krillin hugged Goku and Yamcha, but Piccolo was angry at them. He wanted the Saiyans killed, but right now, he was just glad it was over. As Bulma and the others arrived to the battlefield, the warriors were taken to the hospital. Bulma let Roshi pilot the plane while she spent time with Yamcha, whom she was very proud of. The fusion made Yamcha realize just how much power there was out there. He wanted to pursue that strength. Even if he couldn't reach it exactly without Goku, he could still train himself. But Tenshinhan and Chaozu were dead. What could they do? It was then that Piccolo suggested using the Dragon Balls to revive them. Goku pointed out that Chaozu could not be revived, since he had already been once before, and it would still take a long time for the Dragon Balls to return, since Goku was recently revived.
We must head to Namek then. Not that I care about those Earthlings, but you and your friends probably do. Plus, I wouldn't mind exploring my native world.
This gave the Z Fighters a new mission. Krillin, Piccolo, and Gohan were interested on Goku's impressive new technique. Since it needed two people, they were already theorizing on what their own kind of fusions could be. Maybe they could ask Goku for instructions sometime.
The main objective on their mind right now was their friends and finding a way to go to Namek, but a dark force awaits them there. Will fusion be enough to take him on? The adventure continues next Dragon Ball Z!
Thanks for watching, guys. This was a lot of fun to make, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want a part 2 or part 2 of any other of my what ifs, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Especially share with your friends, that really helps a lot. Thanks for helping me reach 70,000 subscribers. We are on our way to 100k, and I'm so excited for it. Come on guys, share your energy with me. Shout out to these guys who answered the Dragon Ball question of the week last week. The Dragon Ball question of the week this week is, what two Dragon Ball characters do you want to see fuse, and what would their fusion name be? Or who would you fuse with? Let me know in the comments below and start a discussion. Anyways, until we meet again. See ya!
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Smugstick, unless you want to be destroyed.
Lord Beerus, that's hardly fair. But also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified when he uploads new videos.